Fourth take. Let's hope this is the fucking last take. Probably not. Obviously, probably not. Irate-Marauder. You already read the title. You're probably like, again, I've been saying this for like this is like the third time I fucking said it. You're probably like, oh, what? It's 2 weeks before Mania. Why are you already making predictions and all this hoopla? And I'm gonna say the same thing as I said in the last two fucking recordings, really, because the third one is literally 5 seconds. Because there's probably not going to be any other big matches coming. So I was like, since it's 2 weeks away, and we just passed the Raw, that really is the last Raw to make big matches. We're just gonna, you know, predict and just talk about the matches and see which matches I really feel are going to be good. But yeah, also, yeah, the glasses are already off because, again, I did this last try. I was just like, I'm not putting my glasses on. Fuck it. DVD update. FYE had a sale. Not really a sale, but it was more like a promotion. So I was like, fuck it, YOLO, and I went with the promotion. I only got 2 DVDs, and then I got one extra thing that came with. This is how you would get the item if you did the promotion. I originally had a 30% off used CD or DVD coupon, and then I was like, no, I'm doing this promotion because this promotion was pretty kick-ass. Now, one of these DVDs I bought I actually wanted, and the other one I just kind of bought because I was like, he was using it for the collection. Just trying to. Okay. It's good enough. So the one that I really didn't care for, and I'm already fucking it up because okay, it's a 3-disc set from 2005. It's Bret the Hitman Hart. The best there is, best there was, the best there ever will be. Still haven't watched it yet. I don't really have intentions to watch it yet. I don't think until maybe like next week or something like that. Maybe leading up to Mania. But even then, leading up to Mania, I'll be watching WrestleManias on Netflix, yeah, on the network. So I mean, give or take. It's a nice set. I will say that, and I do have some nostalgia because I used to see this in Walmart all the time when I was first getting into wrestling. So I mean, YOLOs. I wasn't even just very YOLO, but yeah, this was like $7 if you want to know. FYI, I think I paid like $2 over what normal people would pay. Like what, Walmart now. Then this one, I recently saw this event on Netflix, though, on the network, and I was really blown away with it. I didn't think I would like it because the card to me wasn't the best, and now I'm noticing. Oh yeah, this disc is made in Mexico, right over the first match of the night. Let's get right to it. WrestleMania 19. This was an awesome event, I swear. I'm just kidding. That was the best Stevie Breach impression you've ever heard, man. I'm dead fucking serious. Really fucking solid event. I'm gonna read off the match card and tell you what I thought of each match really quick. So it's gonna be a pretty long video because I still have to do the predictions, but you know, I might actually do another video. Nah, fuck that. So DVDs. Nothing special, no inserts. There probably was an insert when it came out, but this is one of those recyclable cases. I don't know if they had them back then, but yeah, all the way back in 2003. I think the cases with the fucking sign in it are a little bit newer, which I don't really mind. I mean, as long as I have it on DVD. Anyway, let's go on to the match list. I'll just say if I like the match or not. Cruiserweight Championship match: Matt Hardy with Shannon Moore versus Rey Mysterio. I met Shannon Moore. He's really cool. I thought the match was pretty good. That's what I have to say. The handicap match, which turned into a tag team match at the end. It was originally supposed to be Undertaker and Nathan Jones versus Big Show and A-Train, the Big Train, or the A-Show, whatever you want to call them. And then Under Jones or Nathan Taker, you know, same thing. The Undertaker match was okay. I wouldn't say it was one of his best, obviously. I'm not the biggest Undertaker fan when it comes to older WrestleMania matches. I think he's really good in the ring. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but WrestleMania matches, like, some of them are just passable. But this is probably one of the passable ones. Triple Threat Women's Championship match. Victoria with Steven Richards versus Trish Stratus and Jazz. A really good match, honestly. surprisingly, because I know Divas get a lot of flack, but honestly, there are a lot of great Divas matches out there, unless you go back into, like, before 2007. So, I mean, and that could just be nostalgia, because I was a big fan during 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, and then I stopped halfway through 2012, and I got back into wrestling, what was it, like December? So, I mean, I'm kind of new, I guess you could say. But I've been a wrestling fan for a long time, so I remember some things, and I'm starting to get back. Just like when you say you got like a broken arm and you have to learn to ride again, you know, it comes floating back. It's really easier. If you didn't ride a bike for a long time and you rode it once, you know what it is. Anyway, pretty good Divas match. Rambling, and this is gonna be like a 40-minute video. Triple Threat WWE Tag Team Championship match: Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin versus Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero versus man who should not be named, a child murderer himself, because everyone's so offended by him and they don't feel like watching him, Chris Benoit and Rhino. Pretty good match, honestly. I didn't think it would be that good, but it turned out to be really good. I felt like Eddie should have gotten a win. And I'm not saying like just Eddie himself. I'm saying like Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero should have gotten a win. I don't remember who was tag team champions at the time. I think Charlie Haas was with Shelton. I'm not totally sure. I don't remember. I only watched this event once, and I don't really plan on watching it again until maybe next week. So yeah, there you go. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho, much fucking better than the Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania 21. I'll tell you that. Personally, I found the match really boring. And I know what you're thinking. That's one of the best matches of all time, man. What the hell? But, I mean, it's a good match. I won't deny it. I just get bored. But this is a really good match. Yeah, that's all I really want to say about these matches right now, because I'm on 7 minutes. World Heavyweight Championship match: Booker T versus Triple H. I thought Booker T should have won this. That would have been a pretty kick-ass ending to the show. Well, obviously it wasn't the end, but you know what I'm talking about. It would have been a great moment for Booker T, and yeah, that was a pretty good match still, though. Street Fight 20 years in the making: Hulk Hogan versus Mr. McMahon. I don't hear a lot of people talking about the match, and I can kind of see why. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's entertaining, so take it or leave it. Steve Austin versus The Rock. I'm kind of tired of Steve Austin versus The Rock matches. I've seen so many. It's just kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah. And seeing this through WrestleMania, honestly, I don't know. 17 was good. I don't remember 15. And 19 was just meh. Well, I could say it's better than 15, but really all I have to say. Then the main event. I remember I just realized I said this was a really good event. It really was. Well, except for Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit can go suck a dick. But the championship match: Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Probably not my favorite match of the night. That's Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho, but it's up there. It's a very entertaining match, and I was laughing my ass off, and fucking Brock missed the sharpshooter, the shooting star press. But yeah, so overall, it's like I'd probably give this event like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8.5. And then you got extras. I'm not going to read the extras. It does include Goldberg's debut. Yeah, that's honestly it. WrestleMania 19. Go out and get it if you haven't. I mean, it's definitely worth like $10 easily. And then the item, which I have to move this back a little bit for, that I bought the whole thing, I bought everything for. I don't know if this is an FY exclusive or whatever, but I was like, fuck it. Instead of the coupon, getting the DVDs for this item. It just so happens that this item is going to relate to something in the future later on this week, so, I mean, can we get a yes? This is so ridiculous. Like, I don't even think I'd ever, like, use this too much, but I was like, come on. Like, I can see WWE Shop selling these for like 15 because they do go for price. Apparently this was made this year, I'm guessing. I mean, they probably, I don't know if they just made this for FYE or if they just made this for the shop and then they're like, hey, you sell it, but pretty cool. Obviously, it's a Daniel Bryan foam finger, and that's all I really have to say about it. Now, on to the main part of the show. WrestleMania 30 predictions. I'm not too hyped for WrestleMania this year, honestly. The matches haven't really been drawing me in. The stories mainly haven't been drawing me in. But I mean, it's probably going to be a good WrestleMania. I just don't really. There's no matches on the card right now that are really exploding my mind, man. Okay. So, I don't know how many matches there are. So, I'm going to count really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8 matches so far on the card. That's fine. That's fine for. That's actually should just be WrestleMania, and that's it, honestly. Because I don't know if there's really going to be room for another match. Let's start with the match, where it sounds pretty interesting, honestly, because I think we've had this match a couple times before, but I mean, like the type of match. It's gonna be the Usos versus Los Matadors versus Real Americans versus Ryback and Curtis Axel. I don't remember who that is. WWE Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Okay, let me give my opinion on these teams. Real Americans are pretty cool. I don't like Ryback, and I don't really know who the hell Curtis Axel is. Pretty generic, if you tell me. If you ask me. Los Matadores, whatever. Jobbers, and then you have the Usos. Well, actually, I'm not going to say the Los Matadors are jobbers, but let's just say they had an identity before, and they weren't that impressive, and now they have a secret identity, and they're still not that impressive. Primo and Epico. I think that's them. Otherwise, if I'm wrong, then oh shit, sorry. Who do I see winning here? Usos, because I feel like right now it's kind of early for them to lose the title, because I think they've only had it for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks or so, give or take. But if I was to pick someone to actually win the gold, Real Americans, no doubt. They've been having their problems, and I think that's why they should win. Because then that would lead to a pretty funny story arc, where they just get into like they're doing tag team matches and they forfeit the title somehow because, or not forfeit, they lose the title because Jack Swagger is like trying to be cocky or something like that. I think that leads to a feud in Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules, I'm calling it now. Cesaro versus Jack Swagger. If they don't have anything else to do with tag titles. So winners, Usos. If I had to choose a definite new champion, though, Real Americans. I spit this came out of my mouth. Ew. This match honestly kind of pisses me off because this has, honestly, this one of the weakest fucking lead-ups. To be perfectly honest. The Shield versus Kane and New Age Outlaws. Why? Honestly, I don't. I understand why. But just to put the Shield in WrestleMania to face New Age Outlaws and Kane, I don't think it's gonna work. Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. They should have done the Wyatts, except for Bray. Then maybe with Kane. No, with Kane, that would actually make a lot more sense. Not New Age Outlaws. It seems like they just had them and they're like, oh yeah, let's throw them in a match. Obviously the winner here is probably going to be the Shield. That's who I want to win. And that's who's probably going to win. So, I mean, give or take. I'm guessing there's going to be a choke slam, then a spear, and then a Faymaster, if he still calls it that. I don't know if that's even him. And then whatever Road Dogg uses. Yeah. So Shield. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. There's a lot of people in this, so I'm just not going to read them out all all of them out loud. I'm trying to look. Sheamus could win it. I'm picking multiple winners for this because it's a battle royal. So Sheamus, Christian. Let's see. Santino would be fucking hilarious if he won. Santino for life. I don't know about Kofi now. Dolph Ziggler. They need to do something with The Miz. Maybe The Miz will win. Khali might win. Goldust, I want to win because Goldust is fucking hilarious. That's pretty cool. And maybe The Big Show. So, I mean, I don't remember who the hell I just said. Just remember that. And if I had to choose one winner, though, Big Show. It makes a lot of sense. Next matches. Vicky Guerrero. Oh God. I'm just gonna say this isn't gonna be a good match. Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. Who do I want to win? And who do I think might win? Either Natalya, AJ Lee, or Emma. I don't see anyone else winning. Maybe Oksana. Maybe even Summer Rae, and then somehow maybe Fandango will get a chance to win the title on Raw or something like that. It's just like, oh no, Fandango won the U.S. title! And then Summer Rae's going to win the Divas title, and then they're going to dance. And I don't know. Summer Rae, AJ, Natalya, or Emma. Those are my picks. No, probably not even fucking Oksana. Anyway, it's not going to be a great match. Next match, and I'm just going from left to right on here. It says the next match is the World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm not gonna talk about that until I talk about the match leading up to that, and I won't talk about that match until I get the other match out of the way. So there's two more matches, I think. Yep. Let's talk about John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. I'm definitely predicting a Cena win here. Let's be honest. To have Cena lose against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, I don't know. Like, he's been through a lot of shit on Raw, so I kind of see them putting Cena up there. Nothing else to say. I'm not really too hyped about the match. I mean, I'm hyped to see Wyatt's in WrestleMania, but honestly, I don't really think Cena versus Wyatt's going to be that memorable of a match. But Bray can actually kind of wrestle, so I'll give him that. Okay. No, we're talking about this match last, actually. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. This is gonna be hell yes, probably match of the night. I don't understand why they haven't done a no holds barred with this. This needs to be a no holds barred. Like, they can't have it a single match. That's just stupid, honestly. But who do I? Actually, the lead up to this match has been okay. Triple H just beat the shit out of fucking Daniel Bryan 2 weeks ago or so. So I mean, that's pretty cool, and it shows that Triple H is really dominant in this match. But I think we all know if it's Bryan, he's gonna win the title. If it's Triple H, Triple H isn't gonna win the title. Or maybe Triple H will. So whoever wins this match is probably okay, I'll change my mind. Whoever wins the match is guaranteed to win the main event, probably. Let's be honest. Unless it's Daniel Bryan, because he might get screwed somehow. But I'm predicting a Daniel Bryan win on this. Because if Triple H wins, then Daniel Bryan's going to screw him. But I feel like Triple H is going to screw him in the main event. That leads me to the main event. Before I talk to that match, which I'm not hyped for at all. Bautista versus Randy Orton versus the winner of the Daniel Bryan Triple H match. Now, if it's Triple H who wins, then I think it's probably going to be Orton who retains. Because I don't know if they really want to have Batista win and then get like death threats or something like that. Not saying I'm going to get some death threats because I'm not that serious, but I'm saying There might be some if you give Batista the title, so I would honestly be careful with what you're doing. But if it's Daniel Bryan, it's Daniel Bryan. Unless you get screwed by Triple H, and then even then I still feel like Daniel Bryan. He'll win at least the original match, and then something stupid will happen probably. So Daniel Bryan both ways. Yes. You can see that. I don't know. Now the match I I don't want to see. This is a match where it was hyped, and I didn't. I totally forgot that Undertaker was gonna be at this Raw when it was announced. Let me say this: I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan at all. I think the guy he can wreck someone up, but when it comes down to it, he doesn't really have good mic skills, and he doesn't really entertain me as much as other wrestlers were. When he's with other wrestlers, yeah, he's entertaining, but that's mainly because all the other wrestlers are more entertaining than Brock Lesnar. That's just my opinion, obviously. Who do I think is going to win? Undertaker. That's not even a fucking question. I don't have to go into detail about it. If you really want me to explain why, the streak is not going to die. It's obviously not going to die unless someone like Cena comes in, which honestly, that's the only way I can see the streak being defeated is by Cena or by Kane, or even weirdly by Vince McMahon or Hulk Hogan. I don't know. Yeah. That's all I really have to say about that. Now, if I had to give it a star rating, the whole pay-per-view right now, without seeing it, it's being 2 weeks away, what would I give it? I'm giving it a 6. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give it a 7.5. It seems decent, but there's a lot of matches which I'm now looking forward to, and knowing WWE, there's going to be an no holds barred match, Jesus, with either Brock Lesnar Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker, or Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. Leave your guesses. I forgot what I was doing. Leave your guesses down below. Who's gonna win? Leave your guess rating. Again, 7.5. I don't feel like this is gonna be the greatest WrestleMania. That's gonna be 17 for me, but I mean, and since this is a wrestling video, I'm not gonna do the normal Paul McCartney outtake or whatever. But it's time to play the game and make love and peace, not hate and war. This is Irate-Marauder. Hopefully something new coming out later on in the month. This is my fourth take, and it's 23 minutes, so it's going to take a little bit uploading. But I was going to do a video a couple days ago about some Beatles things, and then I just kind of forgot. So if you are a male, suck my dick. And if you are a female, let me suck yours. That's not my catchphrase, I swear. Totally is. Okay. I'm just rambling. Again, 7.5. I don't think it's going to be the greatest, but I think there's going to be some really good matches in here. Hopefully something has changed to that Daniel Bryan and Triple H match. And hopefully Brock Lesnar gets fired so he doesn't have to go in the match. So, because I would feel like Paul Heyman versus Undertaker would be more entertaining than Brock versus Undertaker. We've already seen it. I've only seen like 2 matches from them, and that bored the shit out of me when I was a kid. I don't want to see it again. Okay, so what can I do for an outro? I'm Chris Benoit, and I just killed your family. You better subscribe. That's pretty dark, but I think it's going to work.